Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's procurement activity. We will be having two agendas for today. We will have pre-bid conference for 7 civil works project, and we will have two opening of bids for goods and services. So before we start, let us rise for a prayer to be led by the procurement unit.
Let's all stand for the opening prayer. For the Catholics, let's make the sign of the cross. Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for enabling us to be here in conducting a procurement activity for this morning. Be with us today, make our efforts successful, and make this day victorious for the rest of us. This we ask in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Good morning once again. So before we start, I will call on Miss April Carabedo to roll call the attendees of this activity.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. May I acknowledge the presence of our chairperson, Engineer Aris L. Rosete, Chief of Construction Section. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Back members, Engineer Benilde S. Pacquiao, Chief of Planning and Design Section. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
We also have Ms. Almira T. de la Peña, Chief of Administrative Section. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning to all.
Our TWG Head, Engineer Chris Joy F. Mutok.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone.
Present here today are our TWG members, Engineer Herwin Evan J. Hababag,
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning, everyone.
and also Engineer RG9 Espina.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chair.
I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the staff from Procurement Unit, Network Unit, presenters from Planning and Design Section, observers, prospective bidders. Present here today is Ms. Jirsten Hernandez from FZI Construction. Good morning, ma'am. And to all our online viewers. That's all, Mr. Chair.
With the presence of 3 back members, I now declare that we are in quorum. Okay, allow me to read the 7 civil works projects for pre-bid conference today. Number 1, we have 26 LJ 0011 Mangalkal Bridge along Saturnino R. Silva Road with an ABC of 6,722,800 pesos. Number 2, we have 26 LJ 0012 Piña Plata Bridge along Wabaksamal Kaputian Road with an ABC of 4,802,000 pesos. Number 3, 26 LJ 0030 National Road Junction, Tagum Road, Panabu, Pag-asa, Kapalong Road, Kimamon, Santo Tomas, Lungaog Road, Salvacion, San Miguel, Santo Tomas Road, connecting Panabo Wharf to Banana Industries, Santo Tomas, Davao del Norte, Station 0 plus 00 to 0 plus 600 with an ABC of 14,119,000 pesos. Number 4, we have 26 LJ 0036 Tagum Panabo Circumferential Road, kilometer 1517 plus 165 to kilometer 1519 plus 00 with an ABC of 141,855,000 pesos. Number 5, we have 26 LJ 0037 Tagum Panabo Circumferential Road, kilometer 1519 plus 948 to kilometer 1521 plus 700 with an ABC of 139,139,490 pesos. Number 6, 26 LJ 38 Tagum Panabo Circumferential Road, kilometer 1488 plus 81 to kilometer 1490 plus 502 with an ABC of 111,310 pesos and 820 centavos. Number 7, we have 26 LJ 39 Igacos Trunkline Road, Tagbaubu to Panggubatan, Island Garden City of Samal, Davao del Norte, Station 0 plus 00 to 3 plus 700 with an ABC of 120,587,365 pesos. Okay, personnel from the, do we have, it, Miss April, did we already acknowledge the presence of our prospective bidders, visitors? Yes. Okay, let us now proceed with the presentation of these projects to our prospective bidders. So, personnel from the planning design section, when you are ready, you can now proceed with the presentation.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Philjan Idoloverio from Planning and Design Section. With a contract ID of 26LJ0011, Mangalkal Bridge along Saturnino R. Silva Road, the project has an ABC of 6,722,800 pesos. The source of fund is CY 2026 Bridge Program. The project has a contract duration of 108 calendar days. This is the proposed project site. The retrofitting project for the bridge is located at Ising Carmen, Davao del Norte. This is the location plan of the bridge. This is the scope of works with geotag photos. The first scope is replacement of expansion joint from rubber type to steel finger type. This is the sample of newly installed expansion joint. Second scope is replacement of abutment slope protection, both abutment slope protection of the bridge. Next is the application of epoxy injection on cracks, cement patching, asphalt overlay of the bridge. Application of thermoplastic pavement due to the asphalt overlay. And installation of the solar street light. This is the summary of the scope of works of the project. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. So, do we have queries, questions, clarifications regarding the presented project? Hearing none, then thank you, engineer. Let us now proceed with the second project, 26LJ0012.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I'm Archie Reyes from Planning and Design Section. I'm here to present Piña Plata Bridge B0027MN along Babak Samal Kaputian Road with a contract ID of 26LJ0012 with an ABC of 4,802,000. Source of fund CY 2026 Bridge Program with a contract duration of 96 calendar days. This is proposed project site at Barangay Piña Plata and location plan. Scope of works and geotag photos. Application of epoxy injection on cracks at the main structure, abutment 1. And cement patching. Installation of carbon fiber sheet at the deck slab. Application of asphalt overlay. Only asphalt overlay sa transition lang, Mr. Chair, na 4 meters transition. Application of thermoplastic pavement markings. And replace and repair sa existing damage sa concrete canal and sa slope protection. And mao ni ang final nga output sa pag-repair. And also solar street light. Summary of scope of work. Application of epoxy injection, application of protective coating, patching, application of carbon fiber sheet, asphalt overlay, application of thermoplastic pavement markings, application of retaining wall, installation of solar street light. End of presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so our asphalt overlay would be on the transition area
Transition
lang.
lang, sir. Both, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
okay na. So do we have any other queries, clarifications regarding the presented project? Hearing none. So thank you, engineer. Let us now proceed with the third project.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I am Darwin Milimida from Planning Design Section with a contract ID of 26LJ0030, NRJ Tagum Road, Panabo, Pag-asa, Kapalong Road, Kimamon, Santo Tomas, Lungaog Road, Salvacion, San Miguel, Santo Tomas Road, connecting Panabo Wharf to Banana Industries, Santo Tomas, Davao del Norte, 0 plus 000 to 0 plus 600 with the ABC of 14,119,000. Source of funds, CY 2026, roads leveraging linkage for industries and trade infrastructure program or roll it. Contract duration, 98 calendar days. Net length, 600 linear meter. This is the project location. This is the typical roadway section, and the scope of work is concreting of road 3.3 3.350 width, 0.28 thickness PCCP, open line canal at right side, 0.8 width, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, paving of shoulder 1 meter width and 0.15 thickness. This is the JOTAG photos. End of presentation, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Do we have queries, questions, clarifications from our prospective bidders and or the back members regarding the presented project? Hearing none, then thank you, engineer. Let us now proceed with the fourth project.
Good morning again, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So, with a contract ID of 26LJ0036, Tagum Panabo Circum Road, kilometer 1517 plus 165 to kilometer 151900 with the ABC of 141,885,000. Source of funds, FY 2026 GAA 001 Rehabilitation Construction, Upgrading of Damaged Paved Roads and Secondary Roads. Contract duration, 365 calendar days. Net length is 1,763 linear meter or 7.05 lane km. This is the road project location. This is the typical roadway section. And the scope of works is reconstruction of 4 lanes, 1,763 linear meter road. Width is 13.4 meters. Thickness is 300 mm with macrosynthetic fiber. Paving of shoulder both sides with a width of 1.130. Thickness is 150 mm. Installation of curb and gutter. Installation of 910 mm diameter RCPC and reinforced concrete service hole every 20 meters. Removals of trees. Application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. Installation of road signage. Installation of metal guardrails. These are the JOTAG photos. End of presentation, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So do we have queries, questions, clarifications regarding the presented project? When hearing none, then Thank you, engineer. Let us now proceed with the fifth project.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I am Anthony Ingito from the Planning and Design section, here to present the project with the contract ID 26LJ0037, Tagum Panabo Circum Road, kilometer 1519 plus 948, 2 kilometer 1521 plus 700, with an ABC of 139,139,490. The contract duration is 365 calendar days, and the drainage length is 3,334 linear meters. The source of fund is the FY 2026 GAA Asset Preservation Program. This slide shows the project location beginning from Barangay Nanyo and ending at Barangay Southern Davao and Panabo City. This is the typical roadway section. The scope of works include the reconstruction of the 4 lanes, a total of 1,768 linear meter road with macrosynthetic fibers. Second one is the paving of shoulders both sides. Third is the installation of curb and gutter. The installation of 910 millimeters diameter RCPC lateral drainage and reinforced concrete service hole every 20 meters, removal of trees, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, and the installation of road signages. These are the geotag photos from the site. End of presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, engineer. So do we have queries, questions, clarifications regarding the presented project? Hearing none, then let's proceed with the sixth project.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alin James G. Piabol from Planning and Design section with a contract ID of 26LJ0038, Tagum Panabo Circum Road, kilometer 1488 plus minus 81 to kilometer 1490 plus 502 with an ABC of 115,310,820. Source of fund, CY 2026 Network Development Program. It has a contract duration of 289 calendar days and has a total length of 2,538 linear meter. This is the project location plan. Scope of works. Concrete widening of roads both sides. It has a width of 3.35 meters per lane and has a thickness of 0.28 meters. Concrete paving of shoulders both sides. It has a width of 1.13 meters and has a thickness of 0.15 meters. Construction of curb and gutter, sidewalk, CHB lean wall, removal of structures and obstruction, removal of trees, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, extension of box culvert both sides, extension of 36 inches RCPC cross drain both sides, installation of 910 mm or 36 inches lateral RCPC. This is the typical roadway section. These are the geotag photos in Tagum Panabo Circum Road. And a presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, engineer. So do we have queries, questions, clarifications regarding the presented project? Hearing none, then thank you very much. Let us now proceed with our last project. Can you return back with your presentation? Amount of the ABC.
Once again, I am Allen James G. Piabol. With the contract ID
Do you have queries regarding the ABC?
Please clarify sa final ABC kung 115,310,820 or 111,310,820.
double check lang ako ma'am kasi na-typo lang ko.
Can you double check now? Hmm.
Hello ma'am. Sir, typo tong 115 ma'am. Ang tama is 111.
Okay na?
With a contract ID of 26LJ0038, Tagum Panabo Circum Road, kilometer 1488 plus minus 81 to kilometer 1490 plus 502, with an ABC of 111,310,820. Source of fund, CY 2026 Network Development Program.
Okay, so we have clarified that the ABC is 111,310,820 pesos as compared to what was presented earlier. So it was already corrected. So next time presenters make sure nga ang ato ang gi-present is already corrected because it would be final. It would be the information that our prospective bidders would be uh, getting, no? So that would be the ABCD would use for the submission of their bids. Okay, so do we have any other queries regarding the presentation of 26 LJ 38? Hearing none, then let us now proceed with the last project.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. With a contract ID of 26LJ0039, Igacos Trunkline Road, Tagbaobo to Pangubatan, Island Garden, City of Samal, Davao del Norte, 0 plus 00 to 3 plus 700, with an ABC of 120,587,365. The source of funds, FY 2026 CPAG. It has a contract duration of 240 calendar days and has a total length of 3,700 linear meter. This is the project location plan. Scope of works, clearing and grubbing, removal of trees, excavation, embankment works, soft rock materials, removal of damaged old pavement road, 5 meters and has a width of 0.20 meters thickness. Concreting of 3,700 linear meter road, it has a width of 6.7 meters and has a total width of 0.28 meters thickness. Gravel shoulder, intermittent. It has a width of 1.5 both sides and has a thickness of 0.15 meters. Widening of lane, 0.85 meters both sides for existing 2 lanes. Concrete paved shoulder, intermittent. It has a width of 1.5 meters both sides and has a thickness of 0.15 meters. Construction of concrete line canal, intermittent, and construction of concrete slope protection, intermittent. Installation of road signs, chevron signs, metal guardrails, application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. These are the JOTAG photos. And a presentation.
Do we have any inquiries with regards to the project? Hearing none, so that is the end for our pre-bid conference for this morning. We shall proceed with the sige. So we shall now wala pa? Sa oras pa? Okay. So we still have 15 minutes. Ay, oo, tama. Pre-bid, no? Sorry. So, since this is pre-bid conference, we shall now proceed to the reminders of our prospective bidders. TWG, please.
Reminders for our prospective bidders. The bidders should prepare their bids strictly in accordance with the requirement of an invitation to bid and bidding documents. Bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the appropriate forms on or before the deadline specified in the ITB Clause 19 in two separate sealed bid envelopes which shall be submitted simultaneously, whether through manual or online submission. The first shall contain the technical component of the bid, including the eligibility requirements under ITB Clause 12, and the second shall contain the financial component of the bid. Online submission is applicable for civil works projects only. Must select only one mode of submission, either manually or electronically. To all the bids submitted online or electronically, procedures should observe the Department Order Number 87, Series of 2020. For eligibility requirements, this will be done through electronic evaluation using CWA. All bidders are reminded to maintain a current and updated file of their Class A documents in the PhilJEPs and shall submit the PhilJEP certificate of registration and membership to the procuring entity. Please be reminded that submission of updated Class A documents in its bid to support their expired PhilJEP certificate of platinum registration and membership is no longer acceptable. For the technical proposal, the first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents. A. PhilJEP's Certificate of Registration or Platinum Membership in accordance with Section 20 of the IRR, Special Pickup License and Registration in case of joint venture, statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Once again, please state all your ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's SLCC in accordance with ITB Clause 5.5. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner's certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES, or a similar performance and monitoring system. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. NFCC computation in accordance with ITB Clause 5.6, Joint Venture Agreement or JVA if applicable, bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with ITB Clause 16, and validity period under ITB Clause 15. Project requirements which shall include the following: duly signed organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed for the procurement project to be bid, duly signed list of contractors personnel, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. These personnel just must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the BDS. Duly signed list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract set in the BDS. Signed and notarized omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the IRR. latest General Information Sheet or GIS, reflecting the beneficial ownership information or BOI duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC for corporations, and sworn disclosure of relations stating that it is not related to the Hope procurement agent, members of the BAC, TWG, BAC Secretariat, head of the PMO, end user or implementing unit, project consultants by consanguinity of affinity or up to the third degree. Failure to comply shall be a ground for the automatic disqualification of the bid in consonance with Section 59 of the IRR. Accordingly, all are hereby directed to ensure that each bidder's GIS reflecting the BOI duly submitted to the SEC is maintained and valid and updated in their PhilJEPS registration as part of their eligibility, and further to require mandatory submission of the same and the sworn affidavit in their bid. For the financial proposal, the second bid envelope shall contain the following in accordance with ITB clauses 13.1. Duly signed financial bid form, duly signed bid prices and the bill of quantities, duly signed detailed estimates, duly signed cash flow by quarter. All bids that exceed the ABC shall not be accepted and shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. All notarized documents must be dry sealed and signed by its authorized signatory. All data should be filled up and don't leave blank if applicable. The bidder shall not change the entries under pay item number, pay item description, unit, and quantity set by the procuring entity in financial proposal to avoid being non-responsive. To all contractors obtaining more than one project, every project should have different key personnel and equipment pledge. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Forms, as mentioned in ITB Clause 17.1, must be completed without any alterations to their format. No substitute form shall be accepted. Each and every page of the bid form, including the bill of quantities under Section 9 hereof, shall be signed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. Failure to do so shall be a ground for the rejection of the bid. The first and second envelopes must be properly marked and sealed. Any insertions, erasures, or overwriting shall be valid only if they are signed or initialed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. The bid shall be typed or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidder or its duly authorized representative. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that 1. The personnel shall be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded with the contract, and 2. He or she shall be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded with a contract under bidding. This is pursuant to Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012. As per Department Order Number 58, Series of 2012, all prospective bidders are mandated to state in their bid documents a complete technical description of their pledged equipment, whether owned or leased, such as but not limited to the engine number, year model, chassis number, plate number, production capacity, and load capacity. In addition, the prospective bidders should also be required to state in their bid documents the particular place or site where the equipment are located as provided for under Department Order Number 9 Series of 2012. If any piece of equipment is not in the location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. certification of minimum laboratory equipment duly certified by any DPWH office as per Department Order Number 11 Series of 2017. Bidders must ensure to the adherence to Department Order Number 110 Series of 2024 for the implementation of ISO 9001:2015 certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in the procurement of infrastructure projects of the department. Hence, bidders must attach to the technical envelope their ISO 9001:2015 certification. Failure to attach will lead to the disqualification of their bid. This requirement applies to the following pickup size range and their effectivity to wit: pickup size range large A, allowable range of contract cost ARCC, more than 300 million pesos but less than 450 million pesos. Effectivity January 1, 2025. Pickup size range medium B, ARCC more than 150 million pesos but less than 300 million pesos. Effectivity July 1, 2025. Pickup size range medium A, ARCC more than 30 million pesos but less than 150 million pesos. Effectivity January 1, 2026. Pursuant to Department Order Number 169 Series of 2025, only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment. For regional or district offices, classification project engineer 2, limits of assignment, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments but with an aggregate cost of 1.5 billion pesos. For project engineer 1, limits of assignment, 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 150 million pesos but with an aggregate cost of 1 billion pesos. For provisional project engineer, limits of assignment is 10 contracts located within the same region for simultaneous assignments, each costing not more than 100 million pesos but with an aggregate cost of 500 million pesos. Agreement on criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination and evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. Lowest calculated responsive bidder or LCRB is the award criterion. All bidders found to have conflicting interests shall be disqualified to participate in the procurement at hand without prejudice to the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal sanctions. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the IRR, otherwise known as the New Government Procurement Act or NGPA. This office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Section 70 of RA number 12009 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. The no contact rule shall be observed. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Engineer Moto. Also, to our prospective bidders, please be aware and constantly monitor any supplemental bulletin which might be issued regarding these 7 projects on our DPWH website and on the PILGIPS. Okay, do we have any other concerns regarding the civil works project? Regarding the pre-bid of these 7 civil works projects? Hearing none, then let us now proceed with the opening of bids for 2 RFQ projects. Also, I would like to acknowledge that the attendance of one of our professional member. We also have in attendance today Engineer Dennis C. Kalexihan, the Chief of the Quality Assurance Section. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Okay, personnel from the BAC TWG and the procurement unit, please, you can now get the documents for for the two RFQs. For the information of our prospective bidders, we have two RFQs for bidding today. We have, hanapin 1 minute. Ayaw na lang sa please hold off no until 10 o'clock. Mm. Basig na pa'y mo drop. So, ayaw, atong wala pason na 10:01. Para nag-close na gid siya ba. So, RFQ number one, we have RFQ number 2026-3-005 dated March 25, 2026 with PR number 2026-3-008 dated March 4, 2026, procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of lubricants for the preventive maintenance of various heavy equipment and service vehicles assigned at the maintenance section. Number 2, RFQ number 2026-3-006 06 with PR number 2026-3-0015 dated March 19, 2026. Procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of spare parts for use in the replacement of defective parts of H3 7215 UD Kroner dump truck, N1 2272 Mitsubishi Road Grader, H1 10104 Kia Bongo, H3 605 6504 CAMC dump truck, H2 434 Sugen Dropside, N1 2340 Senomac Road Grader. So our dropping of our bids now are closed. So let us now proceed with the opening of bids for these two RFQs. So back to the WG and procurement unit, please get now the document submitted. Do we have representatives from our prospective bidders? There is none. Let us now open with the technical and financial proposals of the two RFQs. So we have now the result of the technical and financial proposals of the contractors. So and the TWG, we have identified that dito na basta ako, no? We have determined that the bidders who submitted their bids for the 2 RFQ during for the preliminary examination were determined to have passed the required checklist, the requirements of the required checklist. So TWG, please read now the results.
For RFQ number 2026-03-005 with PR number date 2026-03-0008, procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of lubricants for the preventive maintenance of various heavy equipment and service vehicles assigned at maintenance section with an ABC of 998,833 pesos. We have a lone bidder, JLF Consumer Goods Trading, with a bid amount of 997,798 pesos. Again, 997,798 pesos with no discount offer, Mr. Chair.
Okay, we have the result of our bid for RFQ number 2026-3-05 dated March 25, 2026 with PR number 2026-3-008. Procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of lubricants for the preventive maintenance of various heavy equipment and service vehicles assigned at maintenance section. So we have a lone bidder, which is the JLF Consumer Goods Trading, with a bid amount of 997,798 pesos. Thank you. Let's proceed with the RFQ number 2.
For RFQ number 2026-03-006 dated March 25, 2026 with PR number 2026-03-0015 dated March 19, 2026, procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of spare parts for use in the replacement of defective parts of H37215 UD Kroner dump truck N1 2272 Mitsubishi Road Grader, H1 10104 Kia Bungo, H3 6504 CAMC dump truck, H2434 Sojan Dropside, N1 2340 Sinumac Road Grader with an ABC of 315,931 pesos. We have a lone bidder, JLF Consumer Goods Trading, with a bid amount of 315,370 pesos. Again, 315,370 pesos with no discount offer, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So the result of our bid for RFQ number 2026-3-6 dated March 25, 2026 with PR number 2026-3-15, procurement of one lot, supply and delivery of spare parts for use in the replacement of defective parts of H37215, N1 2272, H1 10104, H3 6504, H2 434, H1 2340. We have a lone bidder, which is the JLF Consumer Goods Trading. We in the bid of 315,370 pesos. Okay, do we have queries? concerns, other topics for discussion regarding our opening of bids for today and the other agenda recently? Okay, kinsa nang nag-abot? Ha? Mm. Allow me to acknowledge also the attendance of Ma'am Naisila May Guarizo of Sylvia Roads Construction and Sir Francisco Lu. Sir, your attendance is for you would like to attend the pre-bid conference for on what project? Several projects, no? Yes, sir, but however, our pre-bid conference for that seven civil works project are scheduled at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it was already finished upon your arrival. So however, you can view the whole proceedings on our YouTube channel. Okay? So do you have any other specific concerns while we are here? Wala na. So thank you for your attendance ha. However, na late lang gamay. Okay, do we have any other queries, other topics for discussion regarding the procurement undertaking for today? If none, then let us now proceed to close. Do I hear motion for the adjournment of this proceeding? Pang-motion mo mag-close na ta. Ikaw na kinusitag.
I move to close this proceeding, Mr. Chair.
Dennis.
Duly seconded.
It has been moved and is duly seconded. Therefore, I now officially close this undertaking. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attendance and participation.